Well, hi again, boys and girls. I thought I'd, read some more nursery rhymes to you if you have some time today. What have you been doing today, boys and girls, huh? I've been out mowing my lawn and, you know, getting up the dandelions on the lawn. They're pretty dandelions, aren't they, huh? Yellow's a nice color, isn't it, boys and girls, huh? What's your favorite color, boys and girls? Huh? What, pink and blue? I know a person whose favorite color is orange. Now, why would you have a favorite color of orange, boys and girls, huh? I can understand maybe orange sherbet or something, but a color orange. What are you going to wear? An orange sports coat? Maybe have an orange comforter on your bed. Maybe you can paint your walls orange. Maybe you want to when you grow up, boys and girls, buy an orange car. The only person I know of, boys and girls, in this whole world that likes orange is Queen Elizabeth. And she likes those colors. But you're not Queen Elizabeth, are you, boys and girls? No, I'm not either. Last time I looked, I wasn't a queen. But anyway, we'll see what we have here as far as nursery rhymes, boys and girls. Let's see what we got here today, huh? Let's see. Here's one called Saturday, Sunday. On Saturday night shall be all my care to powder my locks and curl my hair. On Sunday morning my love will come in, when he will marry me with a golden ring. On Sunday morning my love will come in, when he will marry me with a golden ring. I don't know. I don't get it, boys and girls. Here's one called Robin and Richard. Let's see what this is like, boys and girls. Robin and Richard were two pretty men. How many pretty men do you know in your life, boys and girls? Robin and Richard were two pretty men. How many men do you know that's pretty? And the other question, boys and girls, is how many men do you know that have the name Robin? Is Robin here? Isn't that a bird's name? And then sometimes girls are named Robin, but I don't know any guys that are named Robin. Robin and Richard were two pretty men. They lay in bed till the clock struck 10. So here's two pretty men, boys and girls. Two pretty men named Robin and Richard, and they lay in bed. I wonder what they're doing in bed. And they lay in bed until the clock strikes 10. Then up starts Robin and looks at the sky. Oh, brother Richard, the sun's very high. The sun is very high, isn't it, boys and girls? It's 93 million miles away. So I would think that puts it in the classification of being high. Some people that look at the sun are high, aren't they, boys and girls, huh? If you're high and you look at the sun being high, then you're surrounded by highness. Oh, brother Richard, the sun's very high. You go before with the bottle and bag, and I will come after on little Jack Nag. You go before with a little bottle and bag, and I will come after on little Jack Nag. Little Jack nagged. Little Jack nagged. You ever known anybody named Jack nagged? N-A-G, nag? I don't get it. I really don't get it, boys and girls. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross to see a fine lady upon a white horse. Ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross to see a fine lady upon a white horse. Rings on her fingers and bells on her toes, and she shall have music wherever she goes. That's not all she's going to have. She's going to have a cock and a horse too, isn't she, boys and girls, huh? Now here's one that we probably know. Let's see how it actually reads here. You know, it's if my computer works. Oh, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. What do you think? I control the weather or something? No one controls the weather. Let's Seesaw Jack. Let's see what Seesaw Jack is. I've never heard of these. Seesaw Jack in the hedge, which is the way to London Bridge. Oh, that was sure fun, wasn't it, boys and girls? Let's see if we can find something that... Oh, the ass and the lapdog. Do you know what a lapdog is, boys and girls? A lapdog is a dog that likes to be on your lap. And this is called the ass in the lapdog. A man had an ass. I know, most men have asses, yeah. And a man had an ass and a Maltese lapdog. A very great beauty. The ass was left in the stable and had plenty of oats and the hay to eat, just as any other ass would. My ass doesn't eat hay and oats. But I guess this ass did, boys and girls. And he frisked and jumped about him in a manner pleasant to see. And he frisked and jumped about him in a manner pleasant to see. The ass had much work to do in grinding the cornmeal. My ass can't grind a cornmeal. Can't do anything except fart. Occasionally, occasionally I take a dump with it. But it's not good for anything else. I mean, I can sit on it. It makes it nice and comfortable when I have such a big ass, boys and girls, to sit on it. But it doesn't grind the cornmeal. And in carrying wood from the forest. My ass doesn't know how to carry wood. It wouldn't even know what a forest is. Or burdens from the farm. He often lamented his own hard fate and contrasted it with the luxury and idleness of the lapdog, till at last one day he broke his halter and galloped into his master's house, kicking up his heels without measure, and frisking and fawning as well as he could. He next tried to jump about his master, as he had seen the lapdog do. But he broke the table and smashed all the dishes upon it to atoms. He then attempted to lick his master. Have you ever had an ass lick you? I don't know if I'm reading this right. Or maybe the lapdog was licking his master. You know, there was two guys walking down the street the other day, boys and girls. I don't think I've told you this before. There was two guys walking down the street in a nice neighborhood, and there was a nice big house set up on a hill, and there's kind of a hill of lawn, grass that a dog was on, and he was just laying there, kind of minding his own business, and he was licking himself. You've seen dogs lick themselves. Anyway, the dog was licking himself, and the two guys walked by in front of the house and saw the dog licking himself. And one of the guys turned to the other guy, and he said, I wish I could do that. And the other guy turned to him and he says, well, don't you think you need to get to know the dog first? Okay, frisking and fawning as well as he could, he next tried to jump about his master as he had seen the lapdog. I wonder if that's like a lap dance, Lapdog, lap dance. But he broke the table and smashed all the dishes upon it to atoms. He then attempted to lick his master and jumped upon his back. Let's see, he licked his master and he jumped on his back. Maybe I could be Paul Harvey and say, now you know the rest of the story. But you don't really know the rest of the story. You can imagine it. He licked the master and then he jumped on his back. Wonder what he did when he jumped on his back. Let's see. The servants, hearing the strange hubbub and perceiving the danger of their master, quickly relieved him. That's what it says. It quickly relieved him. So here's a master. You got an ass and you've got a lapdog. Sitting on the master's lap, and then he, starts humping the back, gets up on the back. Let's see. And he quickly relieved him. It doesn't sound good, does it, boys and girls, huh? This isn't for kids. This is grown-up stuff. And quickly relieved him and drove out the ass to his stable. He had a stable, boys and girls. Do you have a stable? I don't have a stable. But he drove out the ass to his stable with kicks. I bet he had kicks, huh? And clubs and cuffs. Well, now you're just getting dirty, Isn't that called bondage when you get cuffs and stuff like that? The ass beaten nearly to death. Thus lamented, I have brought it all on myself. Why could I not have been contented to labor with my companions and not try to live by idleness? Doesn't sound like he lived by idleness to me. He had a lap dance and an ass trying to hump him. Then he relieved himself, I don't know, boys and girls. I don't understand these nursery rhymes. First of all, they don't rhyme that very good, and they don't make sense, Here's one called The Ants and the Grasshopper. The ants were employing a fine winter's day in drying grain collected in the summertime. Now, can you understand that so far, boys and girls? The ants were employing a fine winter's day. How do you employ a fine winter's day? What do you go out and there's a nice winter day outside and you say, hey, day, how would you like to make some money? And I'm going to employ you, and I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what you can have a day do. But a fine winter's day and drawing again collected in the summertime, a grasshopper perishing with famine passed by and earnestly begged for a little food. How many grasshoppers do you know of, boys and girls, come up to you and beg for food? Would you know what to feed them? What do you feed a grasshopper, boys and girls? There's a clue. There's a clue in this, boys and girls. You feed a grasshopper grass. That's why they're in the grass, and that's why they're called grasshoppers. Because they like to be in the grass, and sometimes they eat grass. They might see a pile of dog shit in the grass, and they hop over that. That's why they're hoppers. They're grass, they're in the grass, and then when they see a dog pile of shit, then they hop over that pile of shit, boys and girls. They don't eat shit. Flies eat shit. Well, you know, flies apparently like to eat shit. Doesn't matter if it's human shit or dog shit or cow shit. There's billions and billions of flies that like shit. You know, but you're not supposed to eat shit, boys and girls. If you find a pile of dung or a pile of shit somewhere, don't eat it. I know flies eat it, and I know flies are quick. They're quick, boys. Have you ever tried to catch a fly with your hand? Or tried to kill a fly, you know, swat it with a paper or a fly swatter? They're fast. They're faster than lightning. Why? Because they're smart. They're always one step ahead of you, and you try to hit it, they fly off because they know what you're up to, and they're fast. And they get all that energy, I think, I'm not sure, they get it from eating shit. But don't eat shit, boys and girls. No, eat food, you know. Let the flies be flies, and, you know, and let them eat their shit and stuff. But you stay with eating what you want to eat, boys and girls. Whether it's Twinkies or cupcakes or candy corns, maybe a glazed donut, you know, maybe some Kentucky Fried Chicken, you know. Maybe, you know, McDonald's cheeseburgers and some fries, and dip your fries, boys and girls, in a nice big thick shake, you know, maybe a strawberry mold or a thick shake, and then top it off with maybe a cherry or an apple turnover, you know, and that's the kind of stuff that humans eat, boys and girls, not shit. So, he begged for a little food. The ants inquired of him, why did you not treasure up food during the summer? Why did you not treasure up food during the summer? Who in the world talks like that, huh? Why didn't you treasure up food? He replied, I had not leisure. I passed the days in singing. If you have time to sing during the day, boys and girls, that's leisure, isn't it? Isn't that having time to do things? Most people work. You don't, spend, most people can't afford the luxury of doing nothing and just singing, you know. You could whistle or sing, you know, all the day long, you know. It's not, this is real life, boys and girls. You know, we can read nursery rhymes and, you know, have all this cute stuff, but it's not real life. It's like Jiminy Cricket, you know. Talking about grasshopper, here's Jiminy Cricket, and what does he say, boys and girls? What does he say, Jiminy Cricket? When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. What a bunch of horseshit. Your dreams don't come true when you wish upon a star. Your dreams come true when you go out and work your butt off. Or you inherit some money, some do-re-mi, huh? When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Jiminy Cricket was an idiot. I passed the days in singing. They then said, if you were foolish enough to sing all the summer, you must dance to bed in the winter. Idleness brings want. Oh, man. Where do they come up with this stuff out, huh? I just don't get it, boys and girls. I don't get it. I want to get it. But I don't understand this. I don't know if there's something wrong with me or I'm not tracking properly. And I just don't get it. Here's one, boys and girls. The dog and the shadow. Do you know what a shadow is, boys and girls? A dog crossing a bridge over a stream with a piece of flesh in his mouth. Maybe he just, bit off the arm of a human being or something. I don't know what it is. A dog crossing a bridge over a stream with a piece of flesh in his mouth. And these are nursery rhymes for kids. With a piece of flesh in his mouth, saw his own shadow in the water, and took it for another dog, with a piece of meat double his own in size. How many dogs do you know that have pieces of meat, boys and girls, that are double their size, huh? He therefore let go his own. Who talks like that? He therefore let go his own and fiercely attacked the other dog to get his larger piece from him. Sounds like the other dog wanted a piece, doesn't it, boys and girls, huh? He thus lost both that which he grasped at in the water, because it was a shadow, and his own, because the stream swept it away. It is not wise to be too greedy. What is the message here, boys and girls? It is not wise to be too greedy, huh? That means you can be a little bit greedy and get away with it, baby. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what to read you. They all just kind of don't make a lot of sense, do they, boys and girls? Huh? The father and his two daughters. A man had two daughters. The one married to a gardener, and the other to a tile maker. After a time, he went to the daughter who had married the gardener and inquired how she was, and how all things went with her. She said, all things are prospering with me, and I have only one wish, that there may be a heavy fall of rain, in order that the plants may be well watered. Not long after, he went to the daughter who married the tile maker, and likewise inquired, oh, how are she fared? She replied, I want for nothing, and have only one wish. If she wants for nothing, what the hell is she wishing for in the first place? I want for nothing, and have only one wish, that the dry weather may continue, and the sunshine hot and bright, so that the bricks might be dried. He said to her, if your sister wishes for rain, and you wish for dry weather, With which of the two am I to join my wishes? If that's all you have to worry about is one daughter wants good weather and the other daughter wants bad weather, I say they have a pretty damn good life, if that's all you're concerned about. I want to be, 6'2". I'm not going to be. I want a woman out there that's, 28 years old and, looks like Barbie, you know? But I'm not going to get it, am I, boys and girls, huh? Not unless I pay for it. Okay, let's read one more and we'll be done with it for today. Let's see. The Girl and the Birds. I don't know what these are, so I have no idea until they come up on the computer screen what they are, boys and girls, but I'll try my best to make you understand what they're really saying, When I was a little girl, about 7 years old, I hadn't got a petticoat to cover me from the cold. Well, you poor little thing, you. Isn't that a poor little girl, boys and girls? Do you feel sorry for little girls that don't have petticoats so they can cover their cold? Doesn't it sound like she's spoiled rotten? So I went into Darlington, that pretty little town, and there I bought a petticoat, a cloak, and a gown. Sounds like she's not only spoiled, she's got some money, baby. She goes into a town called Darlington. How many towns do you know that's called Darlington, huh? Where would you like to go on vacation, honey? I want to go to Darlington. And she bought a petticoat and a cloak and a gown. I went into the woods and built me a kirk. How do you build a kirk? What is a kirk, boys and girls? I know who Captain Kirk is on the Star Trek Enterprise. What does that mean? I went into the woods and built me a kirk. I don't even know what that means. And all the birds of the air, they helped me to work. The hawk with his long claws pulled down the stone, and the dove with her rough bill brought me them home. The parrot was the clergyman. The peacock was the clerk. The bullfinch played the organ. We made merry work. I'd make Mary do a lot of things. It wouldn't be work. Anyway, that's it for today, boys and girls. I can't please everybody. I try my best to read, things that you'll understand or they might be happy. You want to hear happy things. You don't want to have a hard life and realize that life's hard and scary and and be fearful of everything. I want to read pleasant things to you, boys and girls. Like the Jiminy Cricket story, for instance. But that Jiminy Cricket story is full of shit, So I want to do the right thing, and at the same time, I want you to realize that this is not a game. This is not a dress rehearsal, boys and girls. This is your life. You have one life, and you screw it up, it's over with, baby. There's no second chances. You have to be good during this life, and then you'll be rewarded in the next life. That's not a fairy tale. That's the truth, boys and girls. And I want to tell you the truth because I'm your friend, and I hope that you'll be my friend, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care how old you are. I do this for everybody. Why? Because I'm a giver. That's why. Do you know what a narcissist is, boys and girls? A narcissist is someone that thinks about themselves more than they do me. Well, that's not nice, is it, boys and girls, huh? That doesn't make sense, I want you to think about me, I'll think about you, and we'll all get along in this happy world, boys and girls.